So Sony just released the FX2, or at least they're planning on releasing it soon. But to this point, the leaks were basically confirming it, and as of 2 hours ago, the YouTube channel Petapixel released their review of it. They are the only FX2 video out right now, so I don't know if they got early access to release or if they accidentally released before embargo. But in case they weren't supposed to release it, out of respect to them, I won't be using any of their footage. You can go watch the video on their channel if you want to see the detailed review, but I will give you the overview of what they said. So most of the things the leaks got right, a couple of things they didn't. It is the Sony a7 IV 33 megapixel sensor and an FX3 style body. But unlike the FX3, it has a deeper grip and it has an integrated tiltable EVF, although it's one that's a lower resolution. But the video features for the most part are gonna be the same as the a7 IV, which means if you're shooting 4K 24 or 4K 30, you're gonna get that 7K oversampled, which is gonna give you really sharp 4K, but it is a slower sensor, which means that you will have to deal with pretty bad rolling shutter. And if you wanna shoot in higher frame rates like 4K 60, it is cropped, which is the main reason I got rid of my a7 IV. Because of that slower sensor, I was wondering if they were going to have a mechanical shutter, and it does. So this is the first time the FX line will have a mechanical shutter. Maybe this is something they bring on to the FX3 Mark II. It's not really necessary, but it would be a nice to have. And if they brought that along with the tiltable EVF, well, then I think it absolutely kills any chance of an a7S IV. Now, even though it has the a7 IV sensor, it does have a couple of differences in the software, such as the ability to have shutter angle, and it has a new thing called S-Log3 photos. This basically allows you to take JPEG photos in a log color space. So if you're color grading a video and you want a photo to go in there to match, or maybe for a thumbnail, you can now use that same color grade or color processing rather than having to take a raw photo and trying to match it. It has the built-in AI autofocus, which means that this will be the best autofocusing FX camera in the lineup. And also, compared to cameras from other brands, this doesn't have any internal raw video recording. It does have external, but it's limited to 4.6K in APS-C only, which in my opinion, if you have to crop that raw footage, it's just not worth it. You'd be better off using a different camera. According to Petapixel, this camera is going to be $2,700 or $3,100 if you want the XLR handle. And since it's not as expensive as we thought it was going to be, this price point is great if it came out 4 years ago. It's a very similar price difference from the a7 IV to what we saw with the a7S III and the FX3. The difference, however, is those two cameras came out a few months apart, whereas these two cameras are coming out around 4 years apart. Either buy an a7 IV, which goes on sale regularly, or you could pick up on the used market for a great price, or maybe even buy a used FX3. I picked up my a7S III a year ago for $2,500, and it's better